Hey up! Wondering what I'm up to, aren't you? I'm just putting this camera over here. That's it. You should be able to see me then, and then I can sit on here messing about with it. Sorry. So, hey, this is my battery pack what I have for my GoPro. I lost it. I've just found it. So, welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining me. Sorry I ain't been on for a while. I had a really bad bout of depression for the last couple of weeks. Just felt a bit crap and down. And it's bank holiday. How good is that? So we arrived up here at the farm yesterday afternoon, about 4 o'clock I think it were. And we're here while Tuesday morning. I've got all sorts to do. Oh my God, I've got a list of things to do. And I've overlaid this morning. I didn't get up while late, about 9 o'clock when I got up. Unbelievable. But I probably needed that sleep. I was watching swallows. Swallows have arrived. And they're all, we've got about 4 nests of swallows. I love watching them. I love watching birds actually. I love wildlife. So I'm Michael Fogg, I'm an independent funeral director. I'm based in Sheffield. This is me e-fag, so you'll have to put up with me with that. I don't know why I've got you that far away. I've been picking flowers, that's what it's for. Let me show you, look. So, look at that. The candles that we have lit at night. But I picked Cheryl these, she's gone to shops. So I picked her, while she's been out, I picked her an array of flowers, wild flowers. And there we go. Some nice little daisies there. Some little bluebells. My favourite, I love them. These dandelions. Livingstone daisies. These are all what grow wild around garden and that. And these are off at front, so I went and picked them. What I've put them in is cockle jars. I had some, cockles. I had a couple of them, so I washed them out and put them in them. Back to me. So, let me bring that stand thing. It's not a stand actually, I'm talking posh, and it's a box of matches. So this programme last night, what we're on to tell you about, cost of funerals. And them being so expensive. Hang about. Yep. Them being so expensive. Which we all know about. Most people can't afford to live, never mind die. But what annoys me is the first lady who were on, now this lady sadly had lost 2 children, a son in his 30s, and then 2 years later a daughter, and she were playing all about, you know, she were on benefits, she couldn't afford a funeral, but she'd chosen a burial for these 2 people. And why shouldn't she? If that's what she wants, then fine. But sometimes we can't always have what we want. And if you think about it realistically, I mean, alright, there's another 60 acres over there for sale, but I'd love it, but I can't have it. And that's the same sometimes with funerals. I know this will really upset some people, but if we ain't got the money, we can't have what we want. You know, and people will have an horse and carriage. I've had families where they've asked for an horse and carriage and 4 limousines and a burial and they haven't paid a penny. Well, who pays for that? Well, we do. It comes out of our company then. We could put them in court, but then we'd be all over papers. This heartless funeral directors put this poor family through court. So funeral directors get a kicking off everybody. You see, funeral plan providers, no funeral director keeps the money that when you prepay a funeral. None of them do. Legally what they have to do is they have to give it to a plan provider, or you pay it direct to your plan provider. and your plan provider's supposed to look after that money and keep it safe. But so many of them haven't been doing that. They've been dipping into it and spending it and then go bust, which leaves thousands and thousands of people with nothing because the plan provider's gone bust. They can't get the money back. But that's not funeral directors, that's plan providers. But because of them doing that, funeral directors get a kick in for it. You know what I mean? It's us that have to stick to new legislation coming in and all this, and you've got to give them this information and that information. And I feel like saying, do you know something? It's not us that's done wrong here. It's the plan providers that you need to look at, not the funeral directors. The funeral directors should be inspected and checked by local authorities for how they look after people. That's what we should be looked into, and families that we're looking after. Make sure everything's all right with that. This lady didn't have to have a burial, and if she'd have had a cremation and maybe the ashes buried after, it'd have probably saved her about 4,000, 5,000 quid on the 9,000 that it cost for the funerals. So it's crap, but let's be honest and let's be realistic. In life, we all want something that we can't have. And I think if people want a burial, then they should put money to one side, they should save up, and they should, moving it, that's all. Then they should save up and they should put that money to one side and have it. Do I believe that they should have a funeral plan for that? I can't advise people now. Before I could ring up, and if somebody were 98-year-old and they'd say, I'm looking for a funeral plan, Michael, I'm 98, my wife's really in bad health, I'm not so well. And this does happen. Now, a few years since, I'd say, listen, don't. Have you got £3,000 put to one side? Oh, we've got 11 grand in bank. Because they're really open and they tell you. And I said, well, listen, it's safer in your account than in somebody else's. So leave it. And when that time happens, just contact us and, we'll look after everything. It's not worth taking a plan out at your age because it's basically not worth it. You're going to pay administration fees for the plan provider because that's what they do. Also said that they're not going to go bust. Now I'm not allowed to give that information out. No funeral director is allowed to say to you, it's not worth it. Don't take one out. Because I know a lot of funeral directors would be really honest and upfront, and they'd say, at your time of life, it's not realistically worth having a plan. Plans are alright if you're in your 30s, 40s and 50s. Take a plan out. But when you get past 60, I don't believe it's always in best interest as long as you've got money in bank to cover your funeral. But I'm not allowed to say that because now the plan authorities won't allow funeral directors to speak their mind. Crazy. I don't ever see on social media or on the adverts on television when they're saying take a plan out. Oh, I took a plan out, it's all provided for my funeral. None of them saying that in the last 2 years plans have been under providing. Well, I'd never heard of this. And when they first sent us an email saying this plan's under provided, I rang them up, plan provider, and I says, what do you mean under provided? They said, well, there's not enough in account to cover funeral. I says, well, why not? They were when they took it out, with interest it's made, there should be enough. No, there's not enough in it. There's not enough, Michael. Interest hasn't been good. But we don't look at interest because they get it. So there's a lot of plans at the moment where people are paying for a funeral, but there won't be enough money in the plan when they die to cover the funeral. Well, what about interest that they've made? What about that? You've got to be so careful today, you really have. Your money's safer in your own bank. But I'm not saying that because I'm a funeral director. I'm not allowed to say that, am I? You know that zippy bungle on Rainbow? Where did it zip your mouth up? That's what they do now. So I'm not telling anybody not to take a plan out. But what I'm saying is be very, 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 very careful if you're putting your money into somebody else's bank account. So that's that. I don't want this to be all doom and gloom. I just want it to be a bit of advice for you. And 99.9% of funeral directors, I mean, I only know one in Sheffield who's an absolute and utter, him and his wife, tosser, in for it for money. Don't spend a penny on the business, they just, fat cats, basically. But the rest of the funeral directors in Sheffield, they're alright. I haven't swore on this, and I hope the Freemason guy, I think Stephen or Stuart, I hope he's watching this. I'll get his name later because it's on an email. I had a meeting with him last week because, as you know, I'm a Freemason and something I'm very proud of being for what we do for charity. It's not to do with goats and sheep. I've got sheep, so I've got to be careful. But it's something that I enjoy. I enjoy the charity side at Masons. I enjoy after when we go for a meal and we all get together. It's just it's like a club. It's sadly going down now. Figures, and we need it to get bumped up. It's not a secret what we do. But that sounds mad because it is. But it's not. It's on internet. But don't believe everything you read on internet. It's a society with secrets, not a secret society. And if anybody wanted to join a Masons, they just have to Google the local Freemasons lodge, send them an email, give them some details about yourself, ask them if you can go and have a look, have a chat, and they'd be only too happy to help you. They really would. And it's always nice to do something nice for somebody else, and it's good that blokes get together. In war and after war, it were good because comradeship, whatever they call it, anyway, where they all got together, you know what I'm saying. Men like that group of blokes getting together and being part of a club, a group. So figures were really high then, but today people don't do that much now. Younger men don't do that. They're not interested. You know, they're too busy on the laptops and the computers and earning the money, which you can't fault them. Just watching this swallow here, it's just come right down. It's gone all there now, see it? Wait, I can see them flowers I've done for Cheryl. Ah, nice. One of my mates is across here. He's doing his side. My boundary only goes down to them trees, first set of trees here, and then it runs along line and all that hill up there. So that's my boundary, and then I'll go that way. So that's my bit. Oh, it's swallow now. It's just come back and I'll show you that. I missed it. It's on line over there. Don't think about to zoom in, but it's over there on line. Swallows are back. Love swallows. So anyway, back to that. Had a meeting with Masons this week, because this Monday, because somebody had reported me that I'd swore on social media, and you know, they don't believe that I should be in Freemasons. They think I've slipped through net. Well, sadly, you know, there is some pompous arseholes. I know a couple called Jason, I know one called Adam, I know a few arseholes who think that they're above everybody else, and it should not really be for the likes of Michael Fogg to be in the Masons. How's he got in? How's he slipped through the nets? Oh my God. Well, at that point I'd normally say bollocks to them, but I'm not gonna, because they'll report me to Masons, and we don't swear in at lodge, and we shouldn't really swear out when we're out in public. We're to set you know, as a good example of how Masons are, and I want to uphold that, and I basically want to keep that going because I really enjoy it. But obviously, whoever's reported me for being in Masons, took Masons, and me occasionally swearing, because that's all they can report me for. Oh no, they said that I've been in prison on this thing. This is how mental some people are. He's been in prison. He's got mental health issues. Well, to start with, they rate on 2 out of 3 things what I've just mentioned. I have got mental health issues because I've got depression and anxiety. I don't think that'd stop me from being in Masons. In fact, they've been really supportive about it. I've never been in prison, so you were wrong on that count. Totally and utterly wrong. I don't know who's told you that, but I haven't. Have I ever been done for theft? No. Have I ever been done for murder or rape? No. In fact, there were a bloke at Woodhouse Mill in early 70s on his way to work who raped a woman, a young lass. And a member of his family went on social media, and all his family knew it was him, but a member of his family went on social media and started slating me and my wife. I mean, if your granddad had done that, you wouldn't really be opening your mouth too loud, would you? No, you wouldn't. Woodhouse Mill, 1970s. Google it. Anyway, I'll go off track a bit there. I'm diverting, aren't I? So I had this meeting with Freemasons, and they were brilliant, actually. He says, I'm hooked on your YouTube channel now, Mick. I absolutely love it. It's brilliant. Just don't swear as much. So I hadn't. I've only said bollocks once on this one, and that's not me saying it. I'm trying to tell you what I used to say. Oh, it's just gone right round. It's gone in barn. There's one there, look, going in barn. See it? Look, it's on line there now. It can't go in because I'm sat here. Oh dear. It's going in barn. It's on line. I know you're going to be dizzy bit time I've done it, aren't you? I'm sorry. You're just watching me wondering, what's he sat here for, fatten? I've got loads to do, but I could sit here all day. I absolutely love it. What's the reckon to make up, everybody? This is my cup what I have because I've got chickens. Cheryl got me some cups with chickens on. I love it. See, look. Oh, it's gone into... That's down there, it's called calf barn. That little, it's where I keep my tractor. So they nest in there and they're nesting in this barn here. They can't get in stable because I've shut bloody door. Because they're a nightmare. They're not, they're lovely, but they make a right mess, honestly. Anyway, I'm going and I'm going to upload this now, and I'll hopefully catch it all later. You might get a shock because all weekend I might be putting a few on. See how I feel. My mental health ain't right brilliant at the minute, but not only one, am I? So thanks for liking, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. I love it when I get new subscribers, and mention your sends when you do. It'd be nice to get a shout out. Take care, everybody. Have a fantastic bank holiday, and I'll catch you later. It's goodbye from me. Oh, he's not here. Gutted, honestly.